Hey guys, it's Jennifer DeVivo with your 2018 Fall Market Update. I have people asking me, Jen, what's going on with the market? Is the market going to crash? Is the market stalling? What's happening? I have got answers for you right now. So yes guys, fall is in the air and I am here with your fall market update. Is the market cooling down? Well, prices are actually up by 4%. The median price of a home is $233,000. That's right. In my last video for summer, we noticed that prices were actually up 11% year over year, but the summer months are hot. So we do definitely see a traditional cooling off period during the holiday seasons. This is when I tell buyers, hey guys, there are definitely deals. This is a good time to buy a house. And in terms of listing and selling your house, you're not going to get as much as you would during the spring and the summer. But if we compare this fall with last fall, total sales are up by 8%. That's right, total sales are still tracking and ticking up by 8%. And as we know, inventory is still going down by 6%. However, we are seeing an increase in the total home inventories. We're seeing 40% more listings coming on the market. That means that people are like, realizing, oh my gosh, people are getting more and more for their houses, house values are going up, and we've got a lot of people that are kind of late to the game. So what do I mean when people are late to the game or homeowners? Well, again, in spring and summer, that's where you're going to get the hot prices. You're getting your movers that are trying to get their kids into school before the end of the year, and that's when you can get what I call the top dollar. But now, if you're thinking of listing, you can still get a great price for your home, but you cannot overprice your home. And the word is on the street, I've been out there and I've been talking to homeowners, I've been showing houses, that homes are a little bit overpriced. Yes, the median price of a home is still going up in Orlando and we have strong demand and low inventory, but that doesn't mean that you can get $20,000 or $30,000 more than your house is worth right now. The thing is, when house prices go up, affordability goes down, and less buyers in that home buying pie can buy your home. Also, if you mix that with home prices going up a little bit more and interest rates going a little bit more, buyers are taking a pause right now. Buyers are kind of looking at the market and saying, hey, should I wait till next year? Will interest rates go down? What's kind of happening? So you do have a lot of buyers that are on the fence. So home sellers, if you're thinking about selling your home during the holidays, during the fall season, definitely talk to me about strategies, but we cannot overprice your home right now. I've got a lot of people asking me about rates. Jen, are rates going to go up? Are they going to continue to go up? Well, guys, when rates go up, economic-wise, not to put too much economic 101, but that means it's a signal of a strong economy. Wall Street is ready to make a little bit of money, and the Federal Reserve Bank that issues the money is ready to tick that up and get a little bit more of an interest rate on it. So still, we are at historical lows. I remember when I bought my home back in 2003, 2004, I got a 6% interest rate, and I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. Every time we have 10 to 15 years in the real estate cycle, we see interest rates going up and going down. I mean, in the 80s, interest rates were 13, 14, 15%. So getting an interest rate at 4%, 4.5%, even 5% is still a win, still an all-time low. So now for the big question that I keep getting, Jen, when do you think the market is going to crash? Oh my gosh. Well, I don't see the market crashing. Could it slow down and cool a little bit? Sure, but Orlando is a different market. I'm going to talk to you in a little bit about what the billion-dollar projects that are coming into Orlando. We have so much growth coming into Orlando, and we have projections that Orlando is going to see 67,000 new residents come in for the next year, 2, 3 years coming into Orlando. We see unemployment at an all-time low, and we see Orlando and Florida in general being very attractive to big businesses that are coming in. So I don't see a big market crash for Orlando. Also, the big thing, guys, is lending guidelines. Lending guidelines are still very tight. Bankers want a DNA sample and your firstborn child to get a loan. Back before the crash, I was doing real estate. I mean, we called them like if you had a pulse and if you had a social security number, you were approved. So that's not happening. We're not seeing scandalous, crazy, predatory lending practices. We're still seeing tight guidelines, tight restrictions. So I don't see a buckling in that area, and I see Orlando continuing to grow. Also, Forbes recently said that Orlando is 20% undervalued with the rest of the nation. That means that we have people moving from higher priced markets. We've got a lot of people from New York coming down. Their taxes just went up. We got a lot of people from Miami coming up that's saying that their property prices are too expensive. And then we've got a lot of people coming to Orlando for technology jobs, for medical jobs. Definitely, I don't see a slowdown in Orlando, a huge slowdown for the next 18 to 24 months at least. So what does that mean if you're a buyer? Yes, prices are hot in Orlando, but they're just going to keep getting hotter. We're going to have some little dips. If you're a buyer, the holidays is a great time to buy. There's a lot of listings that have come out on the market, and there's some deals to be had, because what I have seen with the listings in Orlando, a lot of the listings that were in the summer or the late summer and fall, about 80% of them have had price reductions. If you see a home that has been on the market for more than 30 to 60 days, chances are that home is overpriced and has or needs to have a price reduction. You don't have to wait for the price to go down. You can just go in there and make an aggressive offer if that house has been sitting there anywhere from 30, 60, especially when it gets to 90 days on the market. That listing agent is thinking, wow, this homeowner is going to fire me if I don't sell their house. And that homeowner has things to do. He needs to maybe move and relocate. Maybe he needs to build a new house. So that's a great time for you as a home buyer to go ahead and make an offer and snatch up a deal this holiday season. For my home sellers, are you going to get more equity? Yes. I definitely have talked to a few of my homeowners that have said, hey Jennifer, I'm thinking of selling. When do you think a good time to sell is? I am not here to make a quick sale. I told them, look, in the spring and in the summer, that's really when you're going to get the most activity, the top dollar on your listing. There's definitely ways that you can sell at value now and still come out on top, but I'm going to be honest with you and tell you, if it was me and I was going to sell my house, I would wait to the spring and the summer. And what we're seeing for Orlando in terms of appreciation, we're looking on the very conservative side of 20% to the higher side, which again, Forbes has rated Orlando to be, 20% undervalued, but we're seeing some statistics saying that we're going to gain another 30 to 35% in appreciation. Of course, that depends on the location in Orlando, and there's some other factors, but homeowners, you're definitely going to see some more appreciation in the next 1 to 2 years, and it's about timing. You don't want to wait till the very end of that to sell. And you may want to wait a little bit right now during the holidays and possibly sell in the spring or the summer. And on one last note, I wanted just to tell you about some of the billion-dollar projects. People are asking me, Jen, is Orlando growing? What's going on? There are so many billion-dollar projects that are coming into Orlando. I couldn't even list them all. I have my little paper here. And what does this mean? This means more growth. It means less unemployment. It means more jobs, and it means hotter values in terms of the housing. So we literally have cities coming out of the ground. Some of them are the Hamlin Place over there in Winter Garden. That's a whole city coming out of the ground. Lots of builders, just like we saw in Winter Garden, Horizon West, that was 22 builders. We have, and that's $1 billion project. We have another $1 billion project in Apopka, Kelly Crossings. If you guys know the Rock Springs area, we're going to see a whole town center already been approved. Work is going to be starting at the beginning of next year. Kelly Crossings, that's $1 billion project. You're going to have like hotels, you're going to have apartment complexes, townhomes in that area off the 429, that exit. We're also seeing a really cool place called Bridge. It is a whole technology city coming towards the St. Cloud area on the top of Lake Toho, and you're going to have manufacturers working with nanotechnology to create new practices, new ways of creating our products, our goods, our services. That's coming to Kissimmee, guys. Kissimmee has its eyes on setting itself apart, Osceola County, on being a technology hot area. What are some other areas? Definitely, we've got the Creative Village downtown already starting to come out of the ground. That's going to be a technology city in joint partnership with UCF and the city of Orlando. That's $1 billion development. My investors are like, Jennifer, where can I put my money? Where's an area that's going to grow? Paramore, guys. Don't be afraid. Get in there, get early, be smart. This is to my investors. Definitely, we see that we have something called O-Town West And that's going to be 100,000 square feet of retail, 15,000 multi-unit apartment building, 300 to 400 homes, and that's going to be being built by Disney. There's Margaritaville. I don't even know. I think that's a $500 million community that's coming out there. There's just so much, guys. And I'll leave you with this. Everybody's asking, when is Sanford going to blow up? Well, they're putting $1 billion redevelopment mini city in Sanford, smack down right there, like by 13th Avenue, 24th Avenue, where the old SeaWorld, where the old Sanford flea market used to be. We're seeing $1 billion plus with Unicorp, if anybody knows that, going into that area. So guys, Orlando is growing. It's not stopping. It's not going anywhere. So for my buyers, I would say now is the time. For my home sellers, you can ride the market 1 to 2 years. These projects are coming up in the next 24 months. And you can definitely know that I don't think that there's going to be a crash anytime soon. So guys, that wraps it up for my fall market update. I know it was packed with tons of information. Again, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, your friends or your family, please reach out to me. Please reach out to me. We've got a great team of agents, and I would be personally happy to sit down and talk with you about a plan, whether you're thinking about buying or selling. I tell people, reach out to me early. If it's 6 months, a year in advance, we will create a plan and bring the team members to lead you to success. Again, this is Jennifer with the DeVivo Real Estate Team, and we are helping you find your way home.